Elijah. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you for the intro and thank you for your beautiful hosting. And I love sort of being in Philly, the city of brotherly love, and as Elijah has told me, also now the city of sisterly affection. So I'm going to open with a poem about love. This poem actually came out in Moonstone Press's Black Lives Matter anthology at the end of 2020, and it's called All We Need Is Love and a New Anti-Racist Praxis. On the radio this morning, the Puerto Rican mother of a child slayed at Sandy Hook implored, in the name of her murdered daughter and living Black son, do not stop. Keep on marching. Do not stop short this time. The world was splayed open Memorial Day Eve by a 9-minute knee that broke the camel's back and George Floyd's windpipe. Broke the other cheek we've been turning for centuries. A weeping teen held her ground against blue mace, had no idea her Facebook post of a man moaning for his mama as a cop crushed his life would reroute history. The world paused on its axis. Fire and throat, sacred rage, indignant love, hearts, prayers painted on boarded buildings. Molecules trill beneath 50 million feet, path no longer immutable, gravity shifting with unity's weight. Do not stop. In the name of Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, in the name of too many names to name, in the name of the never named, keep on marching till we reach the corner of Justice and Main Street, where every mother's child can breathe. Do not stop short this time. So I've done a lot of marching in my life, and this next poem is about the climate summit march that happened in San Francisco a few years back. It's called Just Breathe. A solo scrub jay, perched in a wrinkled orange tree, calls out dawn like nails on a chalkboard. I can still remember mornings like symphonies and plump oranges on glossy green. Oakland wakes to a gray brew of pollution and soot, and my sister can't stop coughing. A wheeze planted its rusty roots in her once pink lungs. Pesticides dripped, settle on a withered hibiscus. Birds fall, bees die. Monsanto, not my saint. Monsanto dances with the devil on a bed of crushed wings, dollars jingling in its pockets. I recycle, reuse, reduce, but what can I do to curb corporate cravings that shoot up towns and rainforests? Greenhouse gases spurting from exit wounds. Who would imagine we'd take to the streets and march for air to breathe, for water to drink? Thousand strong, our chants rising like ravens, we march for a future for this sacred earth. We march in the too hot sun so sweetgrass may always grow. We march lest we leave our children a fractured sphere, and to our grandchildren, nothing but prayers. This next piece is a prayerful piece. It's called Blessed, or Why I Love My Job. By the steps of Oakland's Iglesia Santa Isabel, a woman stopped me with, Doctora, said reverently, as if she'd uttered Padre to the white-robed priest within the church's walls, face illuminated like rose and yellow light streaming through stained glass. A girl, maybe 7, was at her side. She presented me to the pigtailed child, Spanish lilting like a corrido as she recounted the months I laid hands on her growing belly, like a soothsayer cupping a crystal ball. The child looked at me, deciphering the mystery, cascades of gratitude flowing from her mother's mouth, splashing blessings as she cradled the child's crown. And this next piece is keeping in the mood of invocation. This piece I wrote inspired by Naomi Shihab Nye's poem, How Palestinians Keep Warm. And this is called How to Keep Cool When a Hurricane Knocks Out the Power Grid. Do not call up wind. You already know the great god Urukan, who spew his bitter breath on you. Do not speak his words. They have already burned your mouth, tumbled your walls, beheaded your palms. Do call up breeze, that delicate air found on wings of colibris and sea foam, scent of salistre, a trail of perfume in Yamaya's blue wake. Do not call up snow, that blanket of whiteness Tio Joe sent photos of from Nueva York, seeking the sustenance those from the north made so hard to find. Fields of the Andes buried beneath concrete and debt. Do call upon the white sparkle of rain that doubles as drink and nurtures veiled roots. Boil yuca y lluvia till your abuela appears in the vapor, agua de coco cupped in her wrinkled hands. Do not give up as you stand in line 5 hours to buy gasoline for generators that poison your lungs and fill your ears with shrill, like the wail of 4,000 dead decomposing in the tropical sun. Do hang a hammock on a rooftop where you can see the moon and stars and remember the great god Urukan was your great-great-grandfather, and your bones are carved from ironwood, your blood a braid of many mothers. Espiritu long and strong is a Rio Grande de Luisa. Yes, one day there will be cool jugo de parcha to sip again, because resilience will always be your middle name. And I'm going to close this section with another poem about Puerto Rico. As some of you may know, Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico in September of 2017, and it still is not back to normal. And then a year ago, the island was hit by a big earthquake on January 6th, Three Kings Day, and the earth has been trembling for a year since. This is on top of people still recovering from the storm. So again, another piece about resilience, and this is Cartography of the Caribbean. Once, during the discovery, map makers placed Borinquen at the center of the New World. North America, not fully explored, was mapped like a snake, dangling above the island renamed Puerto Rico for riches the Spaniards found. The snake grew voracious teeth. Gold was devoured, ore became sugarcane, then petrol, pharmaceuticals, a tax haven, a post-hurricane clearance sale, Se Vende signs seen everywhere. So it sounds like old news when geologists explain shake after shake of earthquake swarms. The North American plate is pushing hard against the Caribbean, apretando till fault lines jolt, rocks explode, and Boricuas with frayed, singed nerves feel they're about to implode. Houses built on pillared legs fall to their knees. Schools collapse like tents of cards. Thousands of people sleep under the stars, afraid they'll be crushed by their homes. And every blackout chafes half-healed wounds, remembering. A year without light, months without water, weeks of waking to tell your daughter, eat your rice, mi amor, no hay nada más. Cascades of disasters reshape inner landscapes, like swarms of quakes reshape Puerto Rico's topography. In just 15 days, the city of Ponce sunk 15 feet, slid westward towards the setting sun. On Dia de los Reyes, Guayanilla woke to find Punta Ventana shattered, porthole in the stony cliff, now jagged row of teeth. And in Guanica, point of entry, when the US invaded in 1898, the ocean trembles. On the shore, a woman watches a meteor streak across the sky. Her house is a mound of rubble, but she is still standing, listening to the coquilles singing in the mangroves. Thank you.